Welcome to the Merz Journal. Basically, this is my trading journal based on my trading experiences, my personal views, and whatever. You're free to whatever. Anyways, in this video, I've made some progress on my aggressive trading strategy. Now, I have been trading for a while. Again, trading is about how well you progress in the market in terms of executing trades and how well you protect yourself while you progress in terms of your account. Now, everything else is additional. That's why I always dive down trading to something specific that is just funding in order to make more capital. And it's either you blow or win. It's you dealing with real time. Is it gambling? It has a sense of gambling within, but it's not. It's not gambling. Because you can actually gauge the market. You can actually bait the market. You can't bait slots. So here we have program trading. Now, in my previous video, I said program trading is for prep and direction. In order for you to commit to a successful program or project, you have to train yourself. That's why at the workspace, you go through training first before you actually partake in the job in order to have a successful, work-life balance. I don't know, but a successful doing at work. You know what I'm saying? So in trading, you have to do that too. In trading, what's required is skill, character, and belief. Skill is what you know, how you interact with the market, the funds you have, how resourceful you are, that's skill. Then character is who you are, what you believe in, what you can do, what you do, you know what I'm saying? Are you resilient? Like in trading, there are specific characters, that you suspend to. I labeled out the types of learners, which is the dabbler, the hacker, the compulsive learner, and the master. You have to embody the master, and a master studies, a master repeats. Knowing this teaches you what to do, what you should do in terms of character embodiment. So in real time, you have to believe that you are a master. Now, a master is great because the master believes he's both a great one and the first one. The first one meaning he's also the student, the first one in class and the last one out. And, so the master studies, the master repeats, the master gives credit where credit is due. They become fluent in the art. So are you that type of person who's willing to be fluent as you work? Now, I'm not trying to make trading complicated. I'm just trying to make sure that it's aligned and accounted for. Because we have I call it a clash. When you trade and your character doesn't embody your trading. And it doesn't embody it because you're trying to do it, you're trying to raw dog it, you're trying to be yourself in the market. You can't do that. If you were put in the ring, in the boxing ring, in order to be to win that fight, you have to embody the animal, this animal self. You cannot come in there with a passive mind and say, no, because I'm a good guy. No, you have to embody a specific side. So in trading, you also have to embody a specific side, which is professionalism, which is discipline. Now, I said discipline doesn't make you money in the market. From a direct perspective, it doesn't. What makes you money is how well you interact with real-time data using your account. But you cannot do that if you're not disciplined, because the disciplined one has a target. The disciplined one can be content with loss and can be content with profit. The disciplined ones can remove their feelings from the vision, from the goal, from the attempt. They see it for outcome. Okay, what is the best outcome? You know what I'm saying? Then belief. What do you believe about the market? Do you believe the market is limitless? Do you believe the market is capped? Do you believe the market works based on this or that? Well, I believe the market is based on real time. I believe the market is endless. As much as it's based on real time, it has two perspectives. It has a windowed perspective and it has an open perspective, which is there's no time limit to succeed. I can take as much time as I want on an account and trade successfully over time, risking small, risking large share while protecting my account. But, there are specific ways, there are good ways, better ways than others to make money. And again, it comes down to the trader, the type of trader that you are. As much as trading requires professionalism, trading aggressively and trading gradually is two different things. So you need to know which one you are. I don't know. I'm not going to say this is how you know you are a gradual trader or aggressive trader. I'm creating both. This is an aggressive trading strategy update whereby, I've created like 3 videos now. First, let me do this. I'm going to show it. I first listed out what I'm going to do, what I have, and how I'm going to do it. That is what is important. What am I going to do? What do I have? And how am I going to do it? That allows me to build a proper plan. Now, it's easy for me to build a plan, not necessarily easy, because I literally have a headache right now thinking about it. But it's easy for me to build a plan because I built my previous plan. And again, trading, you have to have those specific mindsets that you are the needle mover. You are the one who makes the difference. You ain't gonna ask for permission. You make the permission. So you design everything. Like watching this video, it's research. You decided to keep watching. You decided to listen. Like I'm deciding to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do this. Maybe I do. Okay, right now I'm starting to enjoy it. I do want to do this. But I didn't want to do this. But the more I did it, I knew internally it was going to benefit me in terms of the creation of what I want in trading. I want a shit ton of money. But I also want control. Control, how do you create control? How do you create freedom? By being the most disciplined, the most organized person. Am I the most organized person? No, I'm not. But I do create systems that force organization. The more videos I have, the more notes I have stacked up with labels, the more results I have stored up in terms of my journaling and all that. Even if I don't pay that much attention, I can literally go back and say, oh, this is how you do this. This is why I did this. Here's the thing. The reason I do that is I ain't about to clash myself too much with work. I have life. Life is nice. You know what I'm saying? Trading ain't my life. Life is life. Life is my life. So you also have to have that balance. And that's bad advice for trading. There shouldn't be any balance. You should be working hardcore 365 until you burn. No. So the first video I'm gonna make is about psychology, the 4 types of learners, the master, and the character required. I know I derailed from the point I was talking about character, skill, and belief. That's what's required in order to make a successful trade goal. But this is how you also create it. That professionalism leads you to creating systems like this. This is a system in its own. I'm going to be designing this off of Paint and illustrations on my phone when I record like 20-minute clips, me teaching myself these. Now, I cannot teach myself these if I don't know the truth based on these. So this is not based on my wanting. I want a specific goal, but I have to be objective about my research. I have to be objective about my outcomes. If you put in a specific effort and you get a specific result, that means something happened. Especially if you put in this effort and you get a bad result, that means something happened within the system which is incorrect. As much as we say in trading that good decisions don't often lead to good results in trading, but if you actually check the data, good decisions do lead to good results. Losing 6 trades in a row doesn't mean you are trading bad, especially if the market hasn't gone anywhere. But losing a momentum trade, that's crazy. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I can't explain without a chart. So I have to research. I have to understand, does this align with the character that's required for this trading style? If you want to grow $20 to 20,000, you need to sit down with yourself and say, what type of trader can actually grow $20 into 20,000? And the answer you'll find, it's definitely not you. It's the version of you who's done the research, who's put out the systems and put out the plans in order to see nothing but that $20 to 20,000. Right now, you don't see nothing besides that because you are too subjective. You think you should just be like that. If I want to be the best footballer, the best athlete, I have to be objective. How do they train? How do they live? Then integrate that into me and integrate that into my goal. And sometimes you find you create something better entirely. So psychology is number one. I'm going to teach myself the habit of living in the now. And how do I do that? I put up chess. Now, the way I play chess is different from everyone. You know, my chess moves are, I'd rather lose specific pieces in order to achieve a specific goal. And this is the same when it comes to my trading, the new version of trading, which is this aggressive style, which is I don't mind losing if I know I'm going to gain 10 times what I lost. My account doesn't matter. But it has to be reinforced by things that make sense. So when I sit down, I'm like, oh, can I please have some tea? I am not one of the bottle. Pressure, no chance, no chance. I think I'm the special one. So Confluence. I'm going to introduce myself into Confluence. My previous Confluence is trend trading, time frame trading. Isolating time frames and utilizing condition to actually trade, because I understand the market is based on today's context, and how do I utilize today's context best in order to make money. Again, it's not just to understand the market. How do I utilize the market best to make money? And what is best for me? Best is pure survival but good profit, or not even good profit, pure survival but definite profit. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm going to introduce the topic of program trading. What is program trading? I need to understand that program trading is not the way trading works, but it's a way I trade according to particular situations, perspectives, plans. And obviously, this is obviously going to change as time goes on, as I accumulate more resources with the money I make. You know what I'm saying? You just have to have that mindset that you're going to make this. It's like I said, you shouldn't expect it to be easy. Like, even if it's hard, I don't care. It's gonna be hard. Bring me that chart. You know what I'm saying? I have systems. The system is not you press buy. No. The system is that in the morning, my market analysis, not longer than 10 minutes. Explain what the chart is doing and can I put up my strategies in order to make the easiest money, the most safe money. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't interact with too many things to understand conclusions. Now, we understand there's different market perspectives, which you should know. Like, I know, I can see one signal and read it 10 different ways. That's what I mean by understanding different market perspectives. But when you create your plan, have the specific ones that you're going to use. And when you do use them on that day, do not change the conclusion. So it's update, then market overview. Then my journal is complete for the day. 90 folders if it's 3 months, 180 folders if it's 6 months. So it's basic. Now, one thing I saw when it comes to this system, it's a short period of time. So it clashes with my mind knowing that the market has no time limit, and I want to do it in a space of 21 days. You know what I'm saying? And that tells me that you might not experience the best market conditions. So how do you reduce that? So we move on to video 2, situational trading, understanding funding, skill, and participation and action and access. Action, participation and access. Okay, I don't know what that means, but I'll go into research, like I said. Then the neurocompass, I tried to explain this in my previous video, says profitable trading is direct. In order to be a profitable trader, you just have to fund as often as possible, as simple as possible. It doesn't have to be large, it just has to be consistent. That's it. I'm better off scoring 10 goals every season, I'm better off scoring 20 goals every season for 20 years than scoring 50 goals once every 9 seasons. You know what I'm saying? I'm consistent. So consistent min funds allows you to interact with the market and see what the market is really about, which is profit. If you put out a specific account size, you utilize your method in order to take advantage of the market. And that's basically it. Then prioritize the winning. Prioritize winning. What am I saying? Which is mastery, the art of war, self-driven standards, system placement to ensure winning, belief suspension, God, and belief in good circumstance. We also have to teach that. This is mental coaching. I don't know why we say we. When I say we, it's me and God. You know what I'm saying? I'm the job. I'm going to job there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Sounded off. No duty. So, prioritize winning. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to research about winning. And I already read The Art of War, but I love it. It tells you straight that we're not here for lengthy campaigns. We're here to win. And what is to win in trading is to make a profit. Now, I wanted to make a profit in a specific style, but now I'm starting to realize I don't necessarily need to force outcome. But my intention is that when opportunity does come, when opportunity does arise, I will. I'll capitalize. Then number 3, the BNF5, an improvement of ability and reduction of risk. This is based on the improvement of the gradual trading system. The more you use your system, especially when you use the same system continuously, the more you learn about the I don't want to say the not just the effectiveness and the efficiency of it, but you learn how to reduce the work around it. Is it a shortcut? No. It's more of a I forgot the word. Yeah, but it's an improvement. It's an extension of your first system. When you do trade, the more you journal, the more you reiterate your system to yourself while you trade to make profit. You start realizing certain patterns that work hand in hand with your system and that reduce risk and maximize profit. So these are those 5 challenges. Those 5 challenges are based on that system. So I'm trying to make trading dope for myself. You know what I'm saying? So you can also make trading dope for yourself. Don't just put out strategies and goals and stuff. You understand that the persona also changes. The person that you are changes. I didn't prepare like this. Why? How do I know how to do all this? How do I know I should be doing this? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. The market just teaches you that. It just teaches you finance. And because I'm licensed. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they do kind of teach about the importance of journaling, not necessarily journaling, but keeping of data. It's good that you can go back to your own stuff and know what you have, what you can do, and how you're going to do it. So this is teaching me how I'm going to do all of this. My new styles and approach, the direct context of your strategies. Again, the market context is direct. So don't just put out zone and say these are key areas and I'm going to trade from there. No. Directly, what are you looking at? Where can the next trade possibly happen? Because that's the only thing that matters, and that's the only thing that's going to pay you. So direct trades, then context-based execution. You know what I'm saying? I need to understand how to eliminate certain factors and strategies. If there's too many mechanical points on the H1, what do? I can move on to a structural based perspective on larger time frames to eliminate whatever is there. Then out of price action, breakouts, multiple trade perception, profit and risk, proper structure attachment. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Oh yeah. The art of price action. It doesn't matter what's shown on my screen. I can deal with it because I can always find the next possible trade. My goal is to make money. My goal is to protect my account while dominating price action. I'm not here to prove that I know more than other traders. I know more than the market. But I am here to show that I am the best. Whatever you give to me, market, I'll deal with it. So that's basically it. So my goal is to make 9 videos. After these 9 videos, the next one is obviously going to be the time period, the funding, the attempts. I previously said the attempts were like 3. I don't have 3 attempts in me. I have a specific standard. Even though you do blow, you still have to have that standard. Like, I lose, but I have that standard. I'm not gonna lose. I ain't about to be played by this market. So you have to have those specific standards. You ain't about to be played by the market, and you should state why. And stating why would be scientific about it. When I say be scientific, I mean be specific, be objective, be complete in terms of understanding what you're talking about. Don't come and say, I want this much from the market and you don't know anything about the market. There's videos, a lot of videos on the net on strategies. All these strategies work. Just remember, it's based on the context of the market. When the context is like that, the strategy is going to work best. And the way I always explain is that always understand the conclusions of the context before you put out your strategy. What is the conclusions you could see? If I take a buy here, what would the sell happen? If I take the sell here, what would the buy happen? And until be comfortable with the uncomfortable. That's the goal of the market. Be comfortable with the uncomfortable by understanding every possible outcome. I feel like that's the next video I'm gonna make. Be comfortable with the uncomfortable market context. I'm just gonna milk this YouTube thing. Okay, that sounds weird now. You know what I'm saying?